So Joel, it's great to catch up with you here at Mobile World Congress in Barcelona. It's Marvell's first time back at the show since 2019. Tell me a little bit about some of the trends you're watching.
That's right. We've been here just before the pandemic started, and this is our first time back. It's good to be back, first of all. There are many trends that are new that are affecting our business. One of them, for example, is the trend toward a lot more massive MIMO radios. And you can see the reference design that we built with ADI at the show. It's a trend that I think will have a meaningful impact on our business as we are seeing more silicon going into the radios. We are tracking stuff in the transport area. Right? There is an upgrade cycle of switching. There is a need for transport, and we are big providers of optical transport. Obviously, we'll talk about O-RAN and vRAN. We see those trends. That's important to us, the whole integration between the cloud environment and the radio access environment. So these are some of the trends we are monitoring.
And you all had a lot of exciting news coming out ahead of the show. Maybe you can take us through some of that.
Yeah, so we've announced the Octeon 10 Fusion product. That's our flagship baseband product built on 5 nanometer technology. That's the product that is going both into the baseband, the DU side, and the radio, the RU side, to service, again, specifically massive MIMO radios. And as part of the announcements, we are announcing all the different activities with the different partners. And there are quite a lot of partners on these releases. We are partnering with Nokia, with Samsung, with Dell, with Red Hat, WindRiver, VMware, and ADI on the radio side.
And you mentioned Open RAN, virtualized RAN, very important, very interesting topics I'm sure we're going to hear a lot about, but maybe share some perspective with me on O-RAN and vRAN in the context of this larger move to cloud-native 5G.
Yeah, we think it's the whole integration between the cloud environment and the RAN environment is important, right? The operators want to take advantage of IT technologies and cloud capabilities that have been perfected over the last 20 years by the hyperscalers. And Marvell is right in the middle of this because we are a major provider of the RAN silicon, and we are a major provider of silicon to the cloud providers. And that integration is likely to have a meaningful impact on the business. Over time, it's not going to happen overnight. We've seen that the industry was trying to experiment with some general purpose compute platforms to run the radio access network, to run the protocol stacks. And we are clearly seeing that doesn't work. And this is the Marvell opportunity to bring optimized silicon for radio access that has been our bread and butter business.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit more about that differentiating factor that Marvell has. When you look at it, it really is a complex technological business and partner environment. So what all are you doing to really stand out and cut through the noise?
Right, so what's unique about Marvell is that Marvell is very focused on the infrastructure side. And we are, if you look at the markets that we serve, from automotive to high-end enterprise to service providers, and obviously the cloud service providers. So we are very focused on the infrastructure. And what's unique on the infrastructure is that you have to service a lot of networking traffic, whether it's 5G or TCP/IP networking. And we are optimizing our silicon for these particular workloads. And that's how we differentiate ourselves. As a result, we are today kind of the #1 leader in 5G products, merchant silicon. We are the largest provider. If you look at our business, a meaningful % of it is going into the cloud infrastructure. And that ability to focus on the unique workloads of our clients is what differentiates us.
That's great. Well, Joel, I really appreciate you taking the time to share your perspective with me, with our audience, and tell us about all the good work Marvell's doing.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.